Hi, team. All right, it is letter O in the word showers, and that is objectives and goals. So go ahead and push pause real quick and go grab a pen and paper because I want you to do some writing of goals. So push pause, grab pen and paper. Okay, got your pen and paper, I hope. I got Trevor back here having some quiet time. Okay. So first we need to set some goals. We need to know what direction we're headed in. We need to know where we're going so people want to follow us. If we're just wandering aimlessly, nobody wants to do what we're doing. So think about our goals, but we're going to also write them down. So that's why I had you grab some pen and paper. We are going to make SMART goals. And yes, I'm going to use another acronym. There you go. Can you see it? SMART. S-M-A-R-T. Okay. S is specific. M is measurable. A is attainable. R is relevant. T is time bound. Okay. So first, we're going to talk about our goals being specific. We're not just going to say, I want to be successful. We can't do that. We have to dig a little deeper. Don't be a chicken. Don't cop out on this. We have to get specific and detail-oriented with these goals. So you can say you want to be successful in a different way. Let's have you say, for example, you can make your own, fill in the blank. I want to go emerald by November 30th. Pretty good goal, right? I want to go emerald by November 30th. See how that's specific? And we have time on there. So it's measurable as well. So that's M, measurable. So we are going to do short-term and long-term goals. So if we're going to say we want to be emerald by November 30th, we have to break it down and show how we're going to get there. Okay, part two. Got it. Okay. So we need measurable goals, short-term, long-term. We have to break down how we're going to get to emerald by November 30th. So we're going to say, I'm going to be silver by this date. I'm going to be gold and have 100 points by this date. I'm going to be senior gold and have 250 points by this date. I'm going to be ruby and have 500 points by this day. I'm going to be senior ruby and have 750 points by this day. I'm going to be emerald by November 30th with 1,500 points. Okay, so I know that that seems daunting, but having it detailed and having it measured out for your steps is going to make it so much easier for you. That's how we get to where we need to go. Okay, so then A is attainable. So I like crazy goals. I like BHAGs, the big, hairy, audacious goals. I like those, okay? I encourage them on a regular basis. However, we can't be silly about it. We can't say, I want to be diamond by the end of this month. Can't say that. So they have to be realistic and attainable. If we don't make them realistic, we're not going to believe that it's possible ourselves. We're going to doubt that. Next is R for relevant, plexus related, obviously. However, we can have other goals, and I'm going to give you some examples of what I'm dealing with and for my goals, because plexus affects all areas of my life. It's helping me financially. It's helping me physically. There's all different kinds of goals that I can set because of plexus. So you've got a really wide range when you're setting your goals. And then T is time bound. So we're going to put a time limit on it. If you don't make that time limit, if you don't achieve it within that time limit, that's okay. Or if you see, like, as you're tracking daily, like, go ahead and track your points daily. Track your goal daily, see where you're at, check in with yourself daily. If you're noticing that through a trend that you're not going to obtain that or get there, that's okay, no worries. Just go ahead and reassess and make your goal a little bit different. Just adjust accordingly. So you're going to adjust yourself, you're going to adjust your goal, the time frame, And then you're going to adjust the things that you're doing every day as well. So there's no shame in it. It's actually a wise thing to do, and all successful people do it. Okay, so let's go back to this page. So now we're going to write down goals, okay? Okay, so let's go and write down our goals. Sorry, it's been a crazy day with those boys. Okay, so first we're going to write down our diamond goals. It's time to dream. I want you to close your eyes. Think about when you go diamond. I'm not saying if, I'm saying when. Imagine yourself when you go diamond, what you want to do. Imagine what your diamond documentary is going to look like. Imagine what your new home is going to look like. Imagine what your vacations are going to look like. Think about these things, okay? Imagine what your bank account is going to look like. I like that idea. Okay, so when you go diamond, your life will be like this. These are your goals when your diamond goals. Okay, so mine is I want to go diamond by my 33rd birthday, which is March 20th, 2017. I have less than a year to get to diamond. I got some work to do, okay? I need to get 4,500 points, guys. That's a lot. So I want to diamond. I'm going to buy land and build my dream home. In 2008, I'm going to pay cash for it. I want to take our extended families on vacations in 2017, 2018. So, yeah, extended families on vacation. I want to retire my husband by his 34th birthday, which is next May. So I have just over a year to make enough money that will cover both of our incomes, so I can retire him and let him do what he wants, be a fishing guide or whatever he wants to do. Next, okay, so write down your diamond goals. Write those down. Dream big. Make these big, hairy, audacious things and the things that you picture, okay? So imagine and dream. Next, we're going to write down our 6-month goals. So where do you want to be 6 months from now? For me, I want to have a full ride to Leaders Retreat and the $5,000 Bloomingdale's shopping spree. I've never even stepped foot in a Bloomingdale's, you guys. That is my goal. I will know more details and be able to make this goal more specific once they announce what the actual point system and reward system is for that. And they usually do that this summer. So then we're going to write down our 3-month goals, okay? So my 3-month goals are that I want to go Senior Ruby by May 31st, and that means I need 750 points. And I want to go Emerald by July 1st, which means I need 1,500 points. I got work to do, guys, but these are the goals I've written down, and I need to work towards them. Now, can I adjust those goals? If it's looking a little bit crazy? Yes. They're not written in stone. And fourth, you're going to write down just our monthly, our April goals. So the things you want to achieve in the month of April. So here's mine. I want to add 3 new level 1 ambassadors. That's my goal every month, that I go silver every single month. I want my PV to be over 3,000 again. I want to help 4 teammates rank up. I want to get 10 people to go to the opportunity event with me on the 18th. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. 10 people. I need you guys to help me reach my goal. We got to get to this opportunity event. It's going to be so good. We're going to learn so much. Shameless plug. Yeah. And then my crazy goal, because you got to have a crazy goal in there, is I want to go Senior Ruby by April 30th. So if it happens, it happens. That's my crazy goal. I can work towards that. It's fun. Then we're going to write down our weekly goals. We're going to break this down even further. So weekly, I need to do my 5-3-1, 5 days a week. And I need to post 3 times each day, with one of them being personal and one of them being funny. Or personal or funny. I've gotten away from that a little bit. I've been a little too much Plexus. I need to get some more personal stuff back on there. Having a baby will help with that. I kind of run out of new material sometimes. So now we have our goals written down. Make them pretty. I don't make them pretty because I'm not very creative that way. But if you want, make them pretty, type them on your computer, and hang them up. Pin them up for you and your husband or boyfriend, whatever, to see them on a regular basis. Hey. Come see with me. Say hi. You just woke up from his nap. Okay. Mommy, you need my help with something? Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. So now we need to feed our goals. That's the next step. We're going to feed them. So you feed your kids or your pets every single day, right? You feed them because if you don't, they'll die. This is a do or die situation. So to feed your kids or your pets. I want you to think of your goal like that as well. You need to feed your goal every single day, do or die. If you don't feed your goal every day, it will die. So, I want all of you to be successful in this business, like really bad, in case you can't tell. I maybe push you too hard sometimes, but I know all of you are capable of this, and I know that all of you want this, and I really want it for you, but I can't want it for you more than you want it for you, because that's not how it works. I don't get to come to your house and feed your kids or feed your pets every day. I'm not going to come do that for you. I'm also not going to feed your goal every day. That's your job. It's your business. You got to do it. So do or die, feed your goal every day, and don't think that I'm going to come do it for you. Sorry. So we need an action plan to feed our goal. So how many hours a day are you going to dedicate to Plexus? How many hours a week are you going to dedicate to Plexus? You got to figure that out. How many IPA, income producing activities each day during that time frame that you wrote down? How many things can you fit in that? Have a checklist, and then check off and accomplish the 2 things you want to do least first. Get them out of the way, and it will make the rest of it so much easier. And then how are you going to be held accountable? That's the next part. Can you hold yourself accountable? Sure. Tried that for a while. I wasn't really getting anywhere. Could you have your husband or significant other hold you accountable? Sure, but they got their own stuff going on. They're not going to pay super close attention. Now, could you have a sideline hold you accountable? That's a good idea. I have some sidelines that hold me accountable. It's kind of nice. So ask me and I'll set you up with somebody. I'll put you with somebody you don't even know, and you guys can get to know each other, bounce ideas off each other, and help hold each other accountable, cheer each other on. Could your client hold you accountable? I'd love to. I would absolutely love to. I'd love to hear your goals. That's why I post those kinds of things, because I want you to comment with your goals. And it's not that I'm going to like come down on you and be like, hey, I noticed that you didn't get to your 500 PV this month. Definitely not what it's going to be like. But I'm going to cheer you on. I'm going to encourage you and tell you that I know you can do it. And that's why, like I said, that's why I post those kinds of things. So if you comment underneath there, I'm not going to like hound you or anything, but it's going to make you think differently about your goals, because now the whole world, our whole Plexus team, our whole Plexus world knows what your goal is, and now you've got something to hold you accountable. Do you see how that will put you in a different mindset? It does for me. It did for me. So next, we want you to decide that you're going to run with this business. The momentum is easier to work with. If you are going, you're going to have the momentum and you're going to fly down that hill, right? If you're walking or sitting down sometimes, or, smelling the roses, whatever, rolling in the grass, ADD about this, it's going to be a lot harder to get where you want. You're not going to have that momentum. It's going to be harder to get going each time. So decide you want to run. Picture yourself as a runner. And then don't sit or walk around aimlessly and hope that something's going to happen. Don't sit there rolling in the grass, sitting on the sidewalk, watching bugs, hoping that somebody's going to come to you and ask you about Plexus because you're wearing a t-shirt. Or hoping that they're going to come ask you about Plexus because they saw your Facebook post. Your one or two that you do a day. That's not how this works, unfortunately. You got to kind of go out there, put yourself out there. You got to make your goals happen. That's totally up to you. And I want you to be a goal digger. Like, she's a gold digger, right? So I want you to pick up a shovel and dig that hole yourself. I'm going to be right there to help you. When you get tired, I'm going to encourage you, and I might even grab that shovel and do some digging for you, but you got to dig that hole. You got to dig for that gold. Gold. A bunch of you guys have the goal of going gold. So that worked out. What a good analogy. I didn't even plan that. So anyways, hopefully you were able to watch all 500 of these videos all chopped up in pieces because it's been one of those days, like I said. But yeah, so just write down those goals. That is the O. Objective is the O in showers. And we'll do the next letter pretty soon.